Well, as the investigation continues into the attempted assassination of former President Donald Trump, we spoke with retired Sheriff John McGinnis, who has worked closely with Secret Service as the commander of the intelligence unit within the Sheriff's Department over the years.
Take a look at what happened.
Anybody at that scene, anybody in law enforcement at that scene was aware of the fact that this was an imperfect scenario, that it was fraught with problems.
A day after the assassination attempt of former President Donald Trump during a campaign rally in Butler, Pennsylvania Saturday evening, there's been much speculation as to how the shooter was able to position himself armed with a semi-automatic AR-style rifle on top of a shed and open fire from just about 400 feet away. A bullet pierced the upper part of the former president's right ear.
I don't think any reasonable person could conclude that there was not a breach, there was not a hole in this operation.
During his 31 years with the Sacramento County Sheriff's Office, retired Sheriff John McGinnis served in many specialized assignments, including working in special operations and serving as commander of the intelligence unit, which worked closely with Secret Service for presidential visits. As details of the shooting continue to unfold, there are witnesses who've come forward saying they alerted law enforcement to the gunman on top of a roof before shots rang out. McGinnis says a thorough investigation into what happened will flush out those details and enable investigators to determine how this was able to happen.
If there are criticisms to be found about the Secret Service, I suspect that it will probably be more at the level of policymakers and people calling shots. But I will acknowledge and recognize the fact that some extraordinarily good work was done in this event. Their purpose, their mission, is to protect the subject. In this case, the subject was the 45th President of the United States. He's alive today, and the gunman was felled at the scene.
McGinnis says considering our history in the past 240 years and among our 46 presidents,
you've had assassinations of Abraham Lincoln, John Kennedy. You had a very serious attempt on the life of Ronald Reagan. You had an attempt on the life of Gerald Ford in Sacramento, ironically. But if you take all those together, it's still a very, very, very small, very low incident kind of a situation.
McGinnis says before the shooting took place, he believed Trump had a very high degree probability of being successful in the November election.
I think human nature speaking, I think this has been a phenomenal boost to the 45th president.
And as far as a motive for attacking former President Trump,
I'm not convinced at this point that this shooter necessarily was acting as a result of the vitriol that's taken place in recent politics. Whether that was a factor in this shooting incident or not, it is absolutely time for a change.
Covering local news that matters, Rowena Shaddix, Fox 40 News.